Michael Joseph Miloni, GMG2. Spent about a year, maybe a little over a year on that. Was asked, I asked in order to be transferred to someplace because I wanted a little more experience in the different types of ammo and guns and that sort of things. Because being on a ocean-going minesweeper, you have small arms, 50 calibers, and 40 millimeter, and that's it. I wanted to get into the big guns, the 5-inch 38s, maybe even bigger than that. But I was shipped to Hawaii, finding out that you're going to be transferred to a ship who's stationed out of Hawaii. I flew to Hawaii, and the ship was already gone. It was on its way over to its first Westpac cruise in 1970. So I flew a transport to, I want to say, Guam, and then from there I was transferred to, I believe it was the USS Oriskany carrier, and I was there for 3 days, and I have to admit, biggest ship I've ever seen in my life. In the whole 3 days I was there, I learned how to get to the flight deck, the mess hall, and where my bunk was, and that was it, 3 days. And they flew me off on a one of those radar planes that has the radar on it, and landed me in Subic Bay. Then I was heloed over to my ship, which was out in the Gulf, Tonkin Gulf. So that was quite an experience, being lowered down with onto that little flight deck that they had. And then I was on the, and they threw my duffel bag. It was like, okay, they just threw it out there. It crashed on the deck, and nothing was broken. I didn't have anything in there but clothes, anyways. So then I was actual crew member of the USS Lloyd Thomas, DD-764, old World War II Fram 2. I think it was built in 42. So it was definitely a lot older than me. I was gunner's mate at that time. I was a GMG3, and learned all the routines about, you know, servicing the guns, how they worked, propulsion, fire control, all that good stuff. There was a lot of people on the ship, but the ship wasn't big enough that you didn't know everybody on the ship. So camaraderie was, you know, pretty good. You got to talk to the fire control technicians, the radio men, the radar men, the machinist mates, and all the people. So we got a good concept of how the ship operated and where things were and who was the good guys to go talk to. So I maintained the gun. We had 2 Westpac cruises that we went on, one in 70 and then one in 72.